Well, they're putting out good movies now, man, but they're not on the big screen because of streaming and stuff now and everything. They have, man, this is, ooh, shoot, man, I'd say it's, if I had to guess, man, there's probably a couple thousand black movies and stuff that's out there already. They're sitting out there, people done played in. Movie stars that we hadn't heard of, and movie stars that uh, lost their big screen time and everything, and they moved down and started playing on the B side. But they're making a lot of black movies out there. I mean, a lot of them, and people are looking at them, but they're streaming them. So the actors and stuff have to get their money and stuff before when they come on. And man. Anyway, there are a lot of them out there, man. I was doing some research and stuff the other night on movies and stuff and everything, and these streaming uh, 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 programs and stuff, man. They have a lot of movies on these. They've got different. One of them is called Tubi, and it's the movies, the shows and stuff for free. They play series, old series, and they play movies and stuff that's been the past. And I guess they make their money and stuff putting ads and stuff on their shows. And man, they have a lot of stuff out there on there, and they stream this stuff, and it's free. So they are taking away a lot of the monies and stuff and everything from these uh, big movie shows and stuff and everything. The one they put in theaters because people
You
consider
know who
them.
owns Tubi?
Not really.
The Murdochs.
The Murdochs, well, they're making some money. They're making some money because they have a lot of ads and stuff out there from different things, and they have they if they can get your geo uh, info and everything, then they will tailor movies and ads and stuff to your local folks and stuff around you. But if you searching on a VPN, they can't uh, they can't use that geo to really give you uh, local advertisements. So I search. I go out there on mine on my VPN, and so they can't find out who in the hell I am because I do a lot of. I shouldn't say this word, but I guess it's out there. It's called pirating. I'm I done joined the Navy. I'm in the Navy. I do every now and then I turn into a pirate. And jumping on and jump ship. So I can't let my ISP and everything find out who the hell I am because they will come after you, buddy, for out there doing that kind of crazy stuff. They have organizations out there, man, that penalizes folks and stuff for doing that. And a couple of times they caught me because I was slipping up and didn't use my VPN. They caught me slipping. But I'm very careful now. Very, very, very careful. Very careful. So anyway, I enjoy going out there and looking at these movies and stuff, man. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of talent out there. They got a lot of real good, real good movies and stuff out there, and it's mostly black folks and stuff in the who are in the movie. And every now and then they have a white person in there, but it's mostly black people in there, and you can tell they are low budget movies and everything because they don't have as many cameras and stuff out there, and don't have a lot of street scenes and stuff out. It's mostly it's played inside of a theater area. So anyway, You folks out there who do some needs to get tired of looking at your network stuff and everything and don't want to pay for that cable and everything, you better start streaming it because that's what's the next thing out. Get pay for your internet access and everything and get as fast a speed as you can get on your internet. Don't be cheap. You start getting one of them dial-up speeds and stuff. Get some around 500 meg and you should be able to watch some movies and stuff and everything and be comfortable 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Lots of them out there. Get you a little box from Walmart and you can play it on your box. So, very simple. Anyway, I had something that I wanted to talk about and stuff about one of our big actors and stuff and everything, but I think I'll let it slide until Saturday. I need to do some more research on it to find out if what I heard today is true. Because you hear a lot of stuff, man. People be telling this and saying that, and I think sometimes Ice Cube and stuff, he gets some bad pub and everything and stuff because he's out there struggling trying to put his stuff out there, and he's putting up a lot of his money, and he, even though he made a lot of money on those Friday shows and stuff and everything, he didn't make as much money on a lot of the other ones, but he goes out there and takes his money and puts it up there and produce these shows and hope that they make it. Hope they make it. So he could pay him a lot more money, but hey, it's the way the ball bounces. So
well, he's worth over almost 200 million.
He should be worth more than that, man. But many shows that he didn't put out there. He didn't put out. If you go back and look at the movies that he put out, a lot of them who made it to the big screens, a lot of them went international and stuff and everything. He made a lot of money. Though that Friday series and stuff that he did, those 3 Friday series, all of them made big money. So, and then he did those barbershop series. Though that barbershop thing made some money for him also.
Well,
so
you know, when you invest in these movies nowadays, you know, the one thing that I admire about some of these real independent movie people, they try to make movies between $4 and $6 million, no higher than 10. And back, 40 years ago, that was a lot of money to invest in a movie. But now it's pennies, nickels, and dimes because they're making, 35 million is just average nowadays. These people putting $100 million or more into a movie. But because, they got different, they have, nowadays everything is outsourced. They don't just hire people, they hire companies to do certain things, And so therefore they got to pay that company and they already got their group of people, like your cinematographers or your sound people or your this and that. And then you got to hire people to do your wardrobe. They already got their group and you hire that group. And there's different, all of that is a whole industry within itself because you might have 100 people that have their own wardrobe thing, and then you just figure out which one you're going to hire. So it's a game as far as a hustle. It's not independent anymore. You have to go into a company and work for that company, and then they contract with the film industry. And a lot of these small independent filmmakers, they have to do everything. They have to set up everything. They got to find their wardrobe people, their cinematographer, their sound person. Then they got to get the rights to the music they want to use. All of that stuff is coordinated within those small budget movies. And it's very hard and difficult unless you got someone like Peel, what he did, and made billions of dollars off that movie. What was the name of that movie? Um, damn, I can't even think of it, but he made millions of dollars off of that movie. That movie didn't cost him no more than $6 million, and it was like, and he did it in one house. What was the name of that movie? Ed? You're a movie buff.
He did a lot
The
of
black guy.
he did a lot of movies, man.
No, I'm talking about this is one of his first. This was his first movie, and he was a
Oh,
very successful
the
movie.
one he did in Oakland.
The one he did was the black. He was
He
the
did
only
it in
black
He
guy
did it
in
in
the
Oakland.
thing.
He did it in Oakland. Yeah, he had Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan played it. He played on the.
Did he play? Did he
It
do
was in
that movie?
Oakland. Yeah, yeah,
Fruitville. He
yeah.
did
It was in
Fruitville.
Oakland. Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know he did.
Springfield.
I
Yeah,
never
that's what
saw
it was.
Fruitville.
Yeah,
I never saw Fruitville.
yeah. That was it. That was the one. That was the first one he did.
Are
He
you
did it.
talking? No. Are you talking about Peel, or are you talking about Quaker, or the one that did Black Panther?
The one that did Black Panther.
Oh, well, I'm not talking about him. I'm
You
talking
not
about
talking about
Peel.
him?
No,
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of who he.
he's a comedian, and he did something about blackout or something like that. But he was the only guy, black guy, and all these people, whatever,
Oh.
finished blackout or something.
Yeah, they had one called Blackout. Yeah, it was a scary movie.
Yeah,
It was a scary movie. Yeah, it had black folks in it. A scary movie.
yeah, he
Yeah,
made millions off that movie.
he had a couple of actors in there. Then this guy he had in there, right? He had a black actor from Africa, international actor. Yeah, he had somebody. He had a few actors in there, but they wasn't any big name actors and everything. He did a pretty good job in pulling in these actors and stuff he had. But get back to what you're talking about, how what the people have to spend. Most of these folks here don't realize if you wait till the movie's over with and you watch the credits roll, you're gonna see a whole lot of people, man, that these folks took to make these movies and stuff and everything. I mean, that list, man, rolls down, and I bet you some of the movies and stuff got 100, maybe 200 people who are involved. You got drivers, you got catering companies, you got accounting companies, you got uh, you got prop people, you got assistant directors, and if you got one of those big name actors and stuff and everything, and they need special assistants and everything for them, and special drivers for them, and all this other crap. And then then a lot of the scenes and stuff are not done in the same place. Sometimes they have two or three different sites and stuff that they have that they use to produce the movie and everything. So people got to move the sets and everything to a different place. And like you said, you got licenses and stuff you got to say, but you
So a
find
lot
a
of
lot.
stuff now,
Yeah,
a lot of stuff now is done in these big studio buildings, and they've done a lot of them is AI.
they're just starting. They just started using AI for a lot
They've
of it.
been using AI for a long time, bro.
No, they haven't. No, they haven't.
Okay, all
Not in
right,
the movie. Not in the movie industry. They haven't. No,
okay.
They just started using it in the movie industry about a
They've
year
been
ago.
using AI for the last 10 years.
Oh no, no, they haven't. I guarantee you they haven't. Not artificial intelligence.
Okay,
If you using artificial intelligence to do something, you have to have a data center, and they just started
there's
building
different
these
levels
data
of
centers.
AI, right?
Yeah, they just
Okay,
started building these data centers so they can use AI.
there's different levels of AI and different kinds of ways you use AI. And
Now it is that they using it in different ways and stuff and everything. But before they wasn't when they first started. They are bringing every day. They're bringing on more and more and more and more programs and software for AI. And Microsoft has its own applications. Google has its own applications. Meta has their own application. Apple going to start having their own application. And the movie industry is having their own applications. accounting has their own applications. Man, it's whew, man, it's astronomical what they shit doing out there. Anyway, a lot of our folks are making a lot of money out there in the media industry. And a lot of them are going behind the cameras instead of staying in front of the cameras. And we're finding out that people who behind the cameras and stuff are becoming more valuable than the people who are in front of the cameras.
All depends on if they're a star or not.
All
Because
depends
people
on
that go to the movies go see the stars. And I'm just talking about myself now.
right. But you're talking about big
there are
screen
only
stuff.
a few people that I would go to the movies to go see. Denzel Washington, Tom Cruise.
You got a couple more.
Well, I used to like the blonde haired guy, Pitt, but he sort of kind of tailed off a little bit. You know,
you got one more big star that you missing. Man, you got two of them you missing.
Who?
Michael
who?
B. Jordan.
I mean, who else you talking about?
Michael B. Jordan.
I say, who else you talking about?
And Samuel L.
You know, Michael B. Jordan is a good actor, but he hasn't risen to that yet. And Samuel L. Jackson is in every damn movie, every other movie.
You damn right. He's making a lot of money doing those movies. And Michael B. is making a lot of money doing those movies. He did all of those. Michael B. just did a movie, Sinners and stuff and everything. And you saw they got what? They got damn near the second most Academy Award picks and stuff that any other movies ever had. And he played in that damn thing. People pay money to come see Michael B. Any movie that he's ever done has grossed millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars. Big money.
What you think about Will Smith?
Ever since he slapped that boy, he ain't making a dime since he slapped that boy.
He blew it big time, didn't he?
He blew it, man.
He blew it big time.
He blew it big time, man.
Matter of fact, he messed up both of their careers.
Yeah, man, he blew that shit big time. I don't think he made a movie since then.
He made another one.
He did. Well, I haven't seen it, and it hasn't been out there on the big screen at all.
Well, I think the third Bad Boys came out.
And nobody saw it because I didn't even know he put it out. I didn't know it came out. I said ever since he got to the stage and slapped that boy, that slap took a whole lot of money out of that boy's pocket.
Probably $300 million.
Oh man, more than that. Shit, look at that. Probably $500 million they took away from him, slapping that boy on the stage. You don't go up there, man, at the Academy Awards, one of the biggest shows in the country and the nation, and
in the world,
and do what he did. Inspector.
He treated it like it was some damn Jerry. He treated it like some kind of damn Jerry Springer show.
That woman, she got some bad shit, man. She got some bad stuff, man. All she did was look at that motherfucker. He got up and slapped that son. She ain't over her mouth. She just looked over at him. He got up and slapped him. he, he got some powerful stuff to hit. he done, he done voodoo that boy. He got a root on him. He done ruined his career. Oh man, I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. I had to take.
Have you ever seen the movie Woo Woo?
No, but
well, she played that with Tommy, the comedian. His name is Tommy. I can't think of his last name.
Yeah, I know Davidson.
Tommy
skinny
Davidson,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, skinny boy. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
the skinny guy. That was a good movie. I really enjoyed that movie. Every year I watch that movie. It's cute. It's a cute little movie. She playing a little baby doll, always, blah, 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 and he playing the nerd, wannabe lawyer. And I really enjoy that movie, and I mean, and then Shane, she did a good job in Shane. Now, the one thing that I have not seen any of those movies is the one with, what's the name of that movie? It's a sci-fi movie with Lawrence Fishburne and the white actor. I can't think of his name, but I'm trying to think of the name of the movie. But it's about four different. It's a series. They got four of them. I can't even think of the damn movie. But anyway, she did. She plays in that. She didn't play in a lot of decent stuff, and I like Girls Trip. She played good in that. She's a good actress, man. She's a good actress, and she has confessed to the world that she was a sex addict. So,
the red
it is
table.
what it
She's
is.
been on the red table.
Yeah.
And she brought everybody on the red table. And she had to have a whole lot of balls, and he and her husband did too, because she brought his ass on the red table and asked him. Man, I ain't gonna get into it. It's just too much. I couldn't have did it with what Will Smith did. I couldn't have gone on that red table. There's no way I'd have gone on that red
But
table.
Will Smith is my guy. Now, the reason why I say that is he's very adventurous. Very adventurous. He's got I don't know if it's a documentary or what, but he goes all over the world and does some of the dangerous shit I've ever seen. He is a very adventurous guy. And he goes under the water, he goes high up in the whatever, he does all kinds of crazy stuff and goes all over the world. And, I think movies is just his moneymaker. And he'll make a movie. I don't care what kind of movie he make, he's still going to do 100 million. Every movie he make is 100, 200 million, 300 million.
Well,
some of them in the billions.
That's why he was at the time before he slapped that boy. He was one of the high, other than Denzel, he was one of the highest paid actors and stuff for any movie.
Oh man, he passed Denzel a long time ago.
Well, I don't know about that, but anyway, he was the highest, one of the highest paid actors and stuff.
He passed Denzel a long time ago.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know about that, but he has been paid quite a bit of money and stuff because he is known to gross a lot of money for his movies.
He's very outside the box because you remember Wild Wild West.
I didn't see that. I never after he did his when he first started did his first thing with that show he did with the family. I'm trying to think of the name of the show he did. He did a weekly show and everything called The Fresh Prince. And I watched that Fresh Prince. I always watched Fresh Prince for a while. But when he dogged out his TV mother and did not support her and stuff when she was asking for a raise and everything, I started watching anything that he ever did. I never watched Wild Wild West. I never saw any of his other shows. Never looked at them because I
You know
thought he
that
did.
girl from Moments?
The mother, his
Yeah,
mother, yeah, the
yeah. She's
dark
from
skinned lady,
Moments.
yeah,
She's
the
from
dark skinned lady,
Moments.
right. And when he dogged out, she
She's
was
from Moments, Illinois.
right. She was trying to get some more money for them to pay her some more money because the show was successful. And he dogged her out real bad. He didn't back her up at all, knowing that she was worth the money. He never came forth and did anything at all. And he had a lot of power and stuff on that show, and he could have gotten her more money. That's why they threw her off the show because she wanted some more money. And that was ridiculous that he did that. And after that, I never watched him at all. I never saw any more of his show. But I used to love watching The Fresh Prince.
Well, well, I don't know the inside
That was
on that.
that was my own personal thing, Ted, and I never told anybody about it. I never told anybody why I didn't watch them. When my folks and stuff, my son asked me to say, "Dad, let's go watch this movie and stuff." I never did go. I said, "I have your mom to take you." I never watched them. I never watched any of his shows after that. None of them. But I never said anything to anybody about it because it was
But you
near
know
and
they
dear to
made
me.
up, right?
Well, they did, but see, the damage has been done. Even though he made up and everything, the damage had been done because she lost a lot of money and a lot of opportunities and everything and stuff to do a lot more, to make a lot more money out there because she was a damn good actress.
I
She
agree.
lost, yeah, she
I'm
lost a
not.
lot.
Hey, I'm not
But
disagreeing with that.
but but
But
that
I
was
don't know
that
what
was my own personal thing, Ted. I didn't
I
never
don't know
tell
what
anybody.
transpired.
Yeah,
That we don't know.
yeah. I never said anything about anybody else, but it bothered me real bad. And it's not what that she was from Moment, not around my hometown. That wasn't the reason why. It was she was an actress, and black folks and stuff during that time needed to support each other and stuff and everything. If you knew something was wrong, you need to help out and speak up. And all he had to do was speak up, and I know NBC probably would have paid him
Well,
because they
you
couldn't
never
afford
know, man.
because they couldn't
Maybe.
afford they could not have afforded to lose him. He was the show. And if he wasn't
I
there and stuff and
understand
everything, they
that.
didn't
I
have no show.
understand that. But you don't know what kind of pressure they put on him.
It doesn't matter. That
It
doesn't
does
matter.
matter. He was talking. He think about his career too now.
It doesn't matter.
It was his
It
first
doesn't.
real gig.
Well, he had a lot of stuff going for him even before that. And the reason why he brought him on because he was a damn good comedian and a rapper. He had a lot of power, and I don't think he used it enough. That was my personal, like I said again, that was my personal opinion. Nobody
I
else.
mean, I don't disagree with that, but I'm just saying that we don't know the backstory of all of it, because she was pretty militant. I know that, and she didn't like the buffoonery of it all.
Anyway, we have to sometimes stand up for something. If you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. And sometimes you have to make a stand and stay with that stand. That's my personal thing, and I've heard Dr. King and stuff use that word a lot of times. You got to stand for something. Anyway, what else is going on here? We got a lot of stuff I know is going on
And
out there.
I'm gonna just say this: you can run, but you can't hide. That man is running. This shit is crazy, man. these people all on the internet, and they going through these pages. And let's face it, bro, if they weren't white billionaires, their ass would have been in jail right now. They will be having all kind of court proceedings right now. The proof is in the pudding and the emails, and they are not charging these men.
They will
These people
eventually.
should these
They
people
will.
should be called
They're
for
going to get them.
raping these little babies.
They're going to get them, Ted. You cannot rake this stuff under the code.
This is some crazy stuff, man. The thing is, man, this stuff they talking about killing people. We don't even know how many people have been killed. Little babies have been killed. We don't know what's going on, what's happening. This is a ring, bro. This is and they talking about this shit been going on since the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Ted, what's going on now with these Epstein files is just the tip of the iceberg. What they're talking about now is the tip of the iceberg. What they're talking about now, the tip of the iceberg. It's bad out there. Even right now, it's bad. Horribly bad. All these kids, you got to go back and look over all these children who are coming up missing. Millions of them. What is going to eventually happen, Ted, some of these folks and stuff are going to go down. Who it is going to be, I don't know, but they're going to go down because this stuff reaches way, way back into the stuff. And a lot of people are involved in it. A lot of people knew about it and didn't say nothing. Never opened their mouth. They just let it happen. I remember about 4 or 5 months ago, Howard Lutnick had got on one of the shows. He was the secretary of the trade secretary, and he said that he had been to Epstein's house, and he was over there and saw some stuff going on. And according to him, he left and didn't come back no more. So he knew about it. He knew about it. Didn't say nothing. Him and probably a whole lot of people knew about it and didn't say a word. Never opened their mouth. Too many powerful people out there who were involved in that. And I believe it had a lot to do with Puffy. That's probably why they had the government and stuff to indict him. They wanted to scare him.
To throw everybody off. Puffy wasn't dealing with no babies.
But he was involved in it. He knew about it. I bet you he knew about it.
Well, you know.
And we don't know if he was not involved with babies.
Here's the thing, though, bro. And I'm not trying to get all sanctimonious or nothing like this, but here's the thing. We know that in this country and around the world, we have the gay people. Now, you know, some of these gays that try to live a civil life, you know, and have a husband, wife, you know, married to two women married, two men married, all that kind of stuff. But we know that the gay community deals with a lot of porn. And they do a lot of lasciviousness. Same thing with heterosexuals. But heterosexuals can be what they call, you know, I don't know the term, but you know, they go both ways, but they don't consider themselves gays. However, these people, the sex thing is a pleasure. That's all that is. That's a pleasure, a physical pleasure. And it can be addictive if you want it to be, just like anything else, you know. So, you know, because the Bible tells us, you know, keep me from temptation. We all know our weaknesses. And if your weakness is sex, then that means you need to stay away from it. Run. If your weakness is drugs, run. Stay away from it. So these people have allowed themselves to indulge in these kinds of behavior, which is taboo with them, I would say 60% of the population. But there are so many people, man, that are alcoholics, drug addicts, sex addicts, you know. So, and the one thing that they have done, because they collaborate with each other, they know how to manipulate the system and use sex as a weapon to get what they want. That's why you got Peter Thiel, who is gay, is able to manipulate himself into the government. Probably a very smart guy. And you probably can name a dozen more people that's in the government that's the same way he is in high places. And he gets all these contracts. And we look at Elon Musk, and he got 12 babies. Is he really having sex with those people, or are he just using his sperm to impregnate these people? We don't know. Or is he gay? We don't know. We don't know nothing. Allegedly, only thing we knew is speculate and say, hey, we don't know nothing, because these people are such in high places, so many different little areas that we don't even get in contact with. And everything is done in the dark. The money deals, the sex deals, the drug deals, all of that done in the dark. While the average person is living their average life. And I call it average, it's not really average, but we just living our life. You know, go to work, come home, be with our kids, our wife or our husband, and go out to dinner, whatever, go to movies, go to amusement parks, all of that kind of stuff, living our life. These people is all about doing their thing and making money. And sex is a big part of that. That's their enjoyment. Now, a lot of people are saying this, that it's a cult. It's a religion. Now, I don't know, but we've been hearing that for years, Ed, haven't we? We've been hearing that for years, that this is some kind of cult, religious thing, a sacrifice and all that stuff. You know, if you go to the woo stuff. So I'm just saying, we don't know, because we ain't in that world.
We know
But
something
all we
going
know
on.
is,
We know something going on.
only thing we know is what's done in the dark will always come to light.
Yeah, we know something going on.
It's coming to light, bro. Everything is coming to light.
Something going on. Don't know exactly what it is, but something
We
is
don't
going
know.
on.
We don't know. How you gonna get $4 billion in 1 year?
Easy. Easy.
Working in the White House.
Easy. You steal it. You got a big treasury sitting over there with a bottomless pit of money, and people will pay to get access to that bottomless pit of money. They already paid for access, and he could have been stealing a lot more. And the fact is, nobody cares if he's stealing.
That's what it appears to be, don't it?
He's stealing it in clear view. He's telling people, this is what I'm going to do. He's telling people, I'm going to sue for $235 million. He's telling people, I'm going to sue the IRS for $10 billion. And the only folks who rise up and says anything is a few Democrats. Republicans say, well, he can, don't worry about it. He didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. So you got folks like Lindsey Graham who wants to still make that $500,000 for trying to search his phone, find out who in the hell, what man he got in his bedroom. I'm sorry, Lindsey, I shouldn't be saying that. But most people know it already. You and your boy over there in South Carolina, we know you all don't have no women. You all like something else. Anyway, Ted, my girlfriend over there in Texas, I have been watching her every day. She is a ball of fire. Those people in Texas don't know what the hell they got. They got a tiger over there, and she is sitting up there, and they trying to hold on to her tail, and they can't do it. Now, my boy Tallarico, he cannot sit still and wait until the primary is over. So he goes before a few people and quietly tells them, Jasmine Crockett is very smart, but Colin Allred, he's just a mediocre politician. Now, he knowing he was in a small crowd, he didn't figure this shit was gonna get out. It went out viral and shit within hours after he said it.
Rico, you know, he ain't playing, he don't play that.
He said, wait a minute, hold it. I didn't mean that.
Bushman don't play that.
I didn't mean that. Man, you is in politics, and he just playing in the little league down in the state government and trying to get into major politics. You get into major politics, you are in the spotlight, brother. So, girlfriend is out there, and she's putting up a good fight with guess for who? Guess for who? Yeah, illegal immigrants. She's fighting like hell for them. And you know why she's doing it? She needs that Hispanic vote, along with the black folks. She get the Hispanic votes and the black folks and stuff together, and they get up there and vote for her in droves. She is going to be the U.S. Senator from the state of Texas.
I agree, because what, they're 60-40?
60-40. 60-40. She gets some of them daggone Hispanics to vote for all them black people. She's going to get out the vote. She's going to be the next U.S. Senator from the state of Texas. She out there. She out there. And she's going to continue to be out there because that's a damn good fight she's doing. Damn good fight. Ain't nobody going to stop her from doing that because they messing with the things, Ted, that these other boys over there are screwing around with and doing everything they want to do with these children. They got all these children locked up. They locking up babies a month old because their parents and stuff are going to be deported. So they're locking up their babies. along with them. You can't win doing that. And guess what happened, folks? They had a hearing in Congress about the murders in Minnesota. They had this one lady up. Come to find out, ICE shot that lady 6 times.
Mm.
She's still living.
Mm.
They shot her 6 times and hit her 6 bullets. She's sitting there at the table and a Republican in sight. Nobody but Democrats. And what they showed on that daggone thing is absolutely horrible.
Mm.
The man shot her 6 times and got on his social media and his texting that they pulled up and found and said he was happy he did it. I got her 6 times. And the last word he put down on his text was LMAO.
What does that stand for?
Ask the young folks. Laughing my ass off.
Damn.
Laughing my ass off. He shot that woman 6 times. She's still living.
Mm. Mm.
That was horrible, man. I couldn't believe that shit. That's the first time I heard about that too. The lady
This
was
is
sitting up there.
inhumane.
Yeah, that's
I
inhumane,
heard
man.
about it, but and
Yeah,
I heard she was still living, but
she's still living. They had her sitting there in Congress. She was sitting there in front of the state and sitting down there with the other two family members and stuff who people got killed.
mm.
I couldn't believe it, man. I said, these people out there, man, they done just gave these folks a license to kill, and they out there playing games. And Trump sitting out there saying, well, it shouldn't have. Well, you know, it maybe shouldn't have happened, but they still working. They ain't fired them. They ain't brought no charges against them. They haven't said nothing to them at all.
Mm.
Making a game out of this, shooting people. Trump done brought his folks that he done pardoned and then brought them to ICE. They doing what the hell he wanted to do. Shoot them people. They ain't worth nothing, shoot them. Anyway, Mr. Harvey, anything else you got to say? We getting closer. Oh man, these shows are going by too fast.
Well, the only thing I want to say is this. God is still on the throne, and the light is shining on these people. The darkness is done. It's crazy, man. This stuff is really coming out, bro. All this stuff. We don't even know half of it.
I know.
So I'm glad. I'm glad everything is being exposed, and those people can keep on denying whatever they want to deny. But I'm so grateful that it's being exposed.
Well, one thing, kid, most of them haven't read their Bible. Because if they had been reading their Bible, they would have realized that Jesus says, protect my children.
Ooh, yes.
Protect my children. And that's why I said they're going to get theirs. They are going to get theirs. He ain't liking this at all. Those are his children. And anybody who sit out there and want to protect these folks and stuff and everything, which they are doing right now, you just complicit to these people's crimes. You can't say, well, I didn't do it, but you knew about it and didn't say nothing. So you might as well have been complicit in it. You might as well have sat there and did what you did. Yeah, these kids are coming out, man, and telling that your president was involved in this stuff. So it ain't proven. They didn't prove nothing. Hell, you got to prove the child said it. And they done kept the records hid. And they still hiding more records. If they let this stuff go, Ted, showing all that these people are seeing right now, you can imagine what they haven't showed. It's probably 10 times as worse. And they don't want that to get out. And last week, old boys, yep, bring the president, bring Clinton out there. He get him on up there. They're gonna put him on the stage that he violating the judicial order, legislative subpoena. So after Clinton says, okay, I'll come and sit down. I'm doing mine in public. We ain't hiding shit. This gonna be in public, me and my wife. And bring the president too. Bring Trump. Bring him up there along with us. So now Clinton is his friend. Yeah, Bill's my friend. Yeah, we've been friends for a long time. So he tried to tell Clinton, get my name out your mouth. Oh man. It ain't funny, people. I'm sitting here laughing about it and stuff, but it's not funny what this man has done. And we have allowed this shit to happen. And we continue to allow it to happen. That man should have been impeached right now in jail. And he's the president of the United States.
The money's too good, Ed. That's all I gotta say. The money is too good.
It's too good. It's like they don't. It almost seems like they're rewarding him for his bad behavior. Being rewarded for his bad behavior.
Yeah, the money's too good. These people are distributing money so much, man. You know, they're giving out doses of money, man. You know, you get a couple of $1 million here and $15 million there, and shoot, that money's too good, bro. And these people just turn their head. You know, it's just like that Adolf thing. You know, they just turn their head. And I can go on and on, a dozen of them. They just turn their head. When that money is flowing and people are giving that money out and they're getting money and other people is giving them money, it's just too good. The money. People will sell their soul for pennies, nickels, and dimes. And the real people that's making the money and got the money, the billions of dollars, they're just laughing at them. Look at the little poor people.
Well, we got one thing going in our favor. Every last one of them is dumb as all get out. They can't even fight their way out of a wet paper sack. They too dumb. They are some of the dumbest cabinet members that the country has ever had. I mean, dumb. Because if they had any kind of sense in everything, maybe some of this stuff would have been stopped by now. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, people, we will see you guys and stuff on Saturday, because tomorrow is Tomorrow's our health day. It's senior health day. See you
Doctor's
guys.
appointment.
I'll, I'll explain it to you guys on Saturday. Bye.